The Owen James Report is brought to you by Burrita, making money work for you.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. Opposition spokesman on finance Audley Shaw has described the government's current budget as a non-growth one, suggesting that with better planning, Jamaica could experience growth of over 1% this fiscal year.
After the 1.3% growth that we have achieved in this past fiscal year, he is targeting only a 1% growth in the new fiscal year and a little bit more after that. The truth is that if there is a more aggressive approach taken to the reform of the economy through the structural reforms, then I believe that those growth targets could be much more ambitious than they presently are.
Mr. Shaw, who was making his budget presentation in Parliament today, was scathingly critical of the proposed new room tax on the tourism sector, as well as a new tax on telephone service, describing them as instruments designed to kill the goose that laid the golden egg. Music-listed company C2W Music Limited today became the 13th company to be listed on Jamaica's junior market. The company's initial public offering was oversubscribed by 2.5%. Now, today's occasion was historic, as it's the first time a music publishing company, and a startup at that, has been listed on the market in Jamaica. CEO of C2W Music Limited, Ivan Berry, assured investors that the new entity, which is essentially geared at ensuring that creative Caribbean people get a better bang for their intellectual property, has a strong corporate governance structure.
But although it was a startup company, we can assure you that there is nothing startup about this. You know, our board and our expertise and the people that we have working for us and with us have many, many years of successful experience in intellectual property and in growing companies to market in providing growth for talented songwriters.
Stocks and Securities Limited was the lead broker in the historic listing of C2W Music Limited. Scotiabank Group's President Bruce Boyne says the group will be aggressively targeting not only areas of competitive advantage in its quest to grow the bottom line, but areas of growth potential as well.
So that is like the mortgage market, we still have room to grow. The SME market, where we've lagged behind our natural market share. Insurance, we still have room to grow. There's product lines in Scotia Investments that we still have room to grow.
Mr. Boyne was addressing Scotia Group's investor briefing today at a time when the bank's annual net profit for 2011 was down 2% year over year. Now finally, on the foreign exchange market, the benchmark American dollar held firm at $87.97 Jamaican. However, both the Canadian dollar and the British pound strengthened against the local currency. The Canadian dollar advanced by 9 Jamaican cents, closing at $85.69, whilst the British pound gained 34 Jamaican cents, closing at an average selling rate of $137.96. That's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by